Hi, welcome to King Motors. You've clicked the link for our 2016 Mercedes-Benz C350e plug-in hybrid sport. They're a beautiful machine. They do everything well. I'm going to take you for a spin now, hopefully show you some buttons and functions and just how it works, what it does. Other than that, there'll be a link in the video description should you find it on YouTube, where you can click. It'll take you directly to the car's ad with a lot of photos and stuff and give you all the details I'll miss. While you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. And finally, I'm just going to put the price here as to what you can finance the car for from through us, should you choose to. So here we are out in the C350, and as always, the first thing you're always struck by with these things is the quietness. There's very, very little noise in these, and that's because most of the time it's running with no engine on. But the second thing they do really well is they just iron out creases and bumps in the road like you wouldn't believe. This is a really bad road. It's Whitehall Road. And if you've ever driven up it, you'll know it's just like a patchwork quilt of repairs, and it's shaky and bouncy. And this car does a wonderful job going up and down it. But the reason it can do that is because it's got self-leveling suspension. So once I have it set in comfort mode, it's up nice and high. It's reading ahead somehow through cameras or whatever. But it actually irons out all the bumps really, really well. So the car stays nice and level, where everything else is getting shook to death. Like if I was in a different car now, we'd be all over the place. The other thing about that is that leads me on to the different drive modes of the cars. This is the thing that makes these plug-in hybrid things just exceptionally good. We have 4 different drive modes in this car. So we go from Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. Eco is obviously Eco, and so on and so on. When we put it into Sport and Sport Plus, this car actually drops down on its suspension by about an inch, stiffens up everything. All the throttle inputs change, everything changes, and it gives you the motor and the engine for performance then, all of a sudden. So it goes from being this super economical limousine to a 293 horsepower fast car. And it's just an incredible thing. It's the thing that I love most about these plug-in hybrids. It's the elasticity of them. You just couldn't have cars like this years ago. I know I always bang that drum, but it's so true. Like when I used to have quick cars years ago, they were mental on fuel, and they really did not like this kind of low speed driving. They weren't comfy, they weren't all those things. And in this, at the flick of a button, it's 2 totally different cars. The other side of it then is the fuel economy is crazy. Like if you plug the car in and drive it like you're supposed to, and you keep it in its hybrid mode and the thing, it's amazing. You can go fully electric with the car as well. So if you've got a short commute to work, you can charge it overnight on the 3-pin plug at home, drive it into work, charge it in work, drive it home. Effectively never use any fuel. They're fantastic in that sense. The other side of that, actually, another part of that really is you can drive across the country in it without any worry. It takes all the range anxiety away of like a normal electric car, you know, because this car in the background is still a full hybrid car. So even when your charge, so to speak, has run out, which it never does quite, your big charge has run out, you've still got a hybrid machine. Like, so you'll pull up in traffic, the engine will turn off, you'll be dawdling along and you won't realise, but the engine is turned off. It does it all by itself in the background. The big battery in these is basically, why you plug them in, should I say, is because the battery is bigger than it's efficient to charge it with its own recharging system. So I always think of it as a booster as opposed to anything else. It's not a hybrid once that battery is depleted a bit. It's still a full hybrid car. So just wonderfully uncompromised, fantastic glimpse into the future. They're wonderful. Like they're really, really that good. And then onto the car itself, like it has all the mod cons you would expect. We've reverse camera, sat nav, full phone connectivity, which is a wonderful thing actually. That allows you to play any Bluetooth device you have through the background of your phone, and you know, just a nice thing. But then just the way it's laid out and everything, like it's beautiful. Like the thing about Mercs and Beamers and Jags and Volvos and stuff, what makes them a little bit special in my mind, certainly to me all my life, is all the little details. And this car's just got details out the yazoo. They're everywhere in it. Like it's real aluminium, it's brushed aluminium. Even the little heated seat button is real aluminium. All those nice little touches. The end of the stock here, real aluminium. It's just a nice, pleasant place to be. And if your life is like mine, the sort of commute you get to and from work is probably the only time no one's screaming at you for cornflakes or Rice Krispies or see something mental on the telly. And it makes it lovely. It really does. Like I see the value in this sort. It's just gorgeous. Lovely, lovely thing. It's nice and calming. It's all those things. Anyway, I'll stop talking about the car there. I'll move back on to us as a company during these kind of weird times where it's distance selling. Just to give you some scope on who we were. We were one of the very first ever second-hand dealers to be an SIMI registered garage, and now we're an AA approved garage. And the AA approval is the big feather in our cap, in my opinion. That allows us to offer up to 2 years of AA warranty, nationwide warranty, so work anywhere in the country. But the AA are extremely brand protective. They don't just allow anyone be an ambassador for them. So I think it speaks volumes for us. You're not going to just meet it in any sort of second-hand dealer. They won't just have it. Other than that, we've 50 plus Google reviews, all 5 stars. So we really do try our best. It's why we make the videos, even just to kind of let you see the type of people we are, and it just put your mind at ease a bit and show you what you're really buying. So I suppose with all that in mind, I'm going to wrap the video up there, and I just want to say thanks for watching it. We do appreciate you taking the time to do it, and hopefully it made your decision to come and see us easier. So with all that in mind, I'm going to say goodbye, and hopefully we do see you soon enough.